Back when I was about 6, I remember my mom and dad taking me to church. And they told me that, they didn't tell me that I'm sure the preacher was well intentioned, but as he was speaking, he's talking about like revelations and times of trouble and Daniel and all of this. And, it's important in the Bible, but for somebody who's not, it's just a beginner or whatever, it's scary. And I was 6. And so this guy is speaking and he's telling me, oh, there's going to be times of, trouble and this and that and the other. And I think that's where I first had real problems as a kid. Because before that, I was always pretty happy-go-lucky and everything. But this guy was telling me this, people are going to be persecuted and stuff like that, and life is going to be difficult. And when you're 5 or 6, you don't want to hear that. You just want to be a kid. I know, because I have kids now and they still don't want to hear it. They're older than 6. Why can't life just be a party, or why can't we just go have fun? But anyway, as I was thinking about this, I was like confused because, I'm the kind of person, I was born wanting to help people. I always enjoyed doing nice things for people, whatever it was, from the earliest time I can remember. I always wanted to help. I still want to help. Anyway, when the guy said this, I started down this path to try to avoid trouble. And avoiding trouble never gets you anywhere. Avoiding the trouble only gets you in more trouble eventually. Because you do things like you procrastinate or you do something other than the thing that you really need to do. And I have done those kind of things all my life, and then I wondered why I couldn't get anything good accomplished, why other people were farther ahead than me. I did that with my schoolwork because, it was more fun to go out and play football or catch or, baseball or something than it was to sit down and actually put in the reps and do schoolwork. And then I would, like maybe in the summertime, I would call my mom up and I would ask her, well, I'm bored. Isn't there something I can do? And she would say, yeah, there's plenty of things you can do. You could do the dishes for me or something. And that would be an immense help to me. And I would say, well, okay, I'll think about it. And then I'd go and turn on the radio and try to find a song that I liked or something that was exciting, and it was never quite enough. I was looking for that thing that was going to be fun. Like I remembered fun before I heard this sermon about all the trouble and the times of persecution and the stuff that was uncomfortable. Perhaps you're in that mode of avoiding things that are uncomfortable. Perhaps you don't want to face up to life because you've had some good times, but maybe you never really grew up. Maybe you have things that are depressing you or giving you anxiety because you don't want to face them and acknowledge them and move on. You don't want to take care of whatever the problem is. You just want it to go away. I'm here to tell you, whatever the problem is, you're going to need to face it. You're going to need to look it straight in the eye and say, you're not going to beat me. I'm going to win, no matter what it takes. No matter how long it takes, I'm going to win. I'm going to come out victorious. Anyway, that's the beginning. And that's my 2 cents for the day. Thanks for watching. God bless. And see you next time.